Immediately, in a world dominated by men, this is how it happens. A daughter is guided by her family and brought out into the community. She is displayed in the market, her age is asked, her virginity is examined, and she is sold to the highest bidding man through negotiation. This is a completely opposite world. It is called the world of women. Here, the man is not the head of the household. Who gave the foundation of marriage in the first place? There is no such thing as marriage here. Even a son does not have his own house. He does not leave his mother's house when he reaches maturity. He does not inherit land, wealth, or property from the family. The only one who has full rights to inherit the family's property is the daughter. We will see both worlds in chronological order. Stay with us. Welcome. We are in the middle of the market. A daughter is guided by her family and brought to the market. Her virginity is examined, and she is sold to the highest bidding man in the bustling city of Stara Zagora. You have been mistaken about Africa. However, countries that protect human rights should have settled this long ago. They should have sent armies to free us. I am not surprised that Europe is what it is. In any part of the world, this is completely unacceptable for a woman who deserves respect. Although it may surprise us that Europe calls the authority the name of our fathers, Bulgaria has entered this. Mexico, Kara, Cherkos, and Saris are places where the new Addis Ababa, Bulgaria, will not go. Bulgaria, located in southeastern Europe, is home to 6 million citizens. Among the 28 states Bulgaria has, Stara Zagora is one of the central parts of the country. Its capital city is named after the state. It is called Stara Zagora. The city hosts a unique market every year. The market is not a place where tomatoes, carrots, shoes, socks, cattle, or whiskey are sold as in other parts of the world. A daughter stands in the middle of the market to be known and loved, and she is sold to the highest bidding man. They call him Bashkovo. The rest of the world calls it the Kaleji Bridal Market. The New Year of the Foreigners is celebrated once a year in the 3rd month. On this day, wives present their daughters to the market to be sold at a good price to families who want them, and the year is observed with a lot of noise. Indeed, the only way to get a husband is through this. So women are not kept waiting in vain. Every year, on the first Saturday of the month of Megabit, the man's family comes to the market without money, while the woman's family brings their beautiful daughter to the market. There is no fixed price for a woman offered for sale in the Kaleji market. However, to get a good price, 3 conditions must be met. The first is her age. Although Bulgarian family law prohibits marriage for women under 18, in the Stara Zagora market, girls estimated to be between 13 and 20 years old are offered for sale. A girl with a little age can fetch a good price for a bride. The second and third conditions are beauty and the family's good social standing. If the daughter is naturally beautiful, the family has a good reputation, which is a good criterion. However, they do not just rely on natural beauty. They enhance her appearance from head to toe as much as possible. They buy neck and ear jewelry for her. In the past, it was a crime for a Kaleji woman to wear a long dress that showed her legs, which was a sign of her virginity. Now, it has become common to wear a skirt. Above all, there is another secret that raises the price of a woman: virginity. A woman who has preserved her honor and purity, along with her age and beauty, is called highly valuable and brings good fortune to her family. On the contrary, a young man who wants a bride, his virgin daughter, does not meet the criteria of the woman. Even if he is young, his age does not matter. His beauty is not questioned. How is her virginity determined? The man who is chosen first pays the amount of money. A man who pays a good price gets a beautiful woman. Getting a high price for their children is good income for the woman's family. And beyond that, it ensures that their child will have a good home and a bright future. The above-mentioned marriage market is a significant confirmation for the Kaleji ethnic youth in choosing a spouse. Moreover, the price negotiation is influenced by the dowry. Regardless of the negotiation, the value of the woman tends to increase over time rather than decrease. Today, Kaleji men have to pay at least $10,000 and sometimes up to $20,000 to find a wife. If the beauty of the bride is exceptional, her price can be even higher. If the woman fails to find a buyer in the Kaleji market, or if her family is dissatisfied with the offered price and she returns home, she will wait for the next year's market. Bulgaria is the poorest country among the European Union member states. The Kaleji people in Bulgaria are also known for their extreme poverty and low living standards. For Kaleji youth, paying $20,000 annually is a significant amount of money they cannot easily afford. In the past, since the money was small and supported by their families, Kaleji men did not face many difficulties. However, nowadays, as the bride price increases, young men often have to migrate to neighboring countries to work and save money before getting married. Indeed, for an outsider, the solution seems simple. Why not marry a woman from another community who does not demand money? The saying, untouched glass nose, applies here. We talk about their culture. According to Kaleji culture, it is strictly forbidden for young people to marry a woman from another ethnic group outside their own. Children born from such unions are ostracized by their families. For example, if a man marries a woman who is not Kaleji, his family will reject her because she is not from their lineage, and this becomes a social weapon. Their rejection can be harsh. If the woman marries a Kaleji man, she will not only lose her family's honor, but also pay a high price, and she will be isolated not only from her family, but also from the community. People are people, and no matter how far they go, they cannot escape the laws of their society, especially in the case of abduction. In some parts of our country, abduction means forcibly taking a woman or girl, which is not acceptable. However, if the man cannot pay the bride price demanded by the woman's family, the bride and groom negotiate, and often the bride's family goes to the groom's family. According to Kaleji culture, a woman who has been with a man once and lost her virginity will marry that man and will never return to her father's house. Returning is a taboo in their culture, and if she returns, it is not good for her family because she cannot find another husband. To prevent this, the woman's family closely monitors her to ensure she does not meet or elope with a man. Indeed, even if she is in love, it is not considered proper. Once the relationship starts, the couple cannot meet alone like in other parts of the world. The society does not allow marriage without the family's consent and knowledge. Following this culture and protecting the family's honor is a great responsibility that falls on the father. But how long can this be maintained? Some choose a better alternative. They sell their daughters at a young age without showing them to men or feeding them. This also prevents Kaleji women from advancing in education and becoming economically independent. Indeed, this problem is not unique to the Kaleji. Overall, 20% of Roma women have never attended school, cannot read or write, and only 10% of those who attend school complete secondary education. Here, the Kaleji who have settled in Europe are no exception in selling their daughters in the market. Regarding the Kaleji marriage market, 3 names are often repeated. Some call them Roma people, others Gypsies, and others Kaleji. Roma people is their official designation. They are believed to have migrated to Europe from northern India, especially from the Punjab and Rajasthan regions, over 1,000 years ago, and they are widely spread in the Balkan countries. Although Roma is their correct designation, the people around them call them Gypsies. The term Gypsy is a derogatory term given to Roma people because they were believed to have come from Egypt or Egypt, and the word is considered a slur. Governments worldwide, including their own countries, recognize them as Roma people. Bulgaria is one of the countries where Roma people live, and they make up 5% of the country's population. However, the Roma people do not accept this figure. They say, the number we have in Bulgaria is much higher than this. The Roma people are divided into clans, and today's main issues concern the Kalajis, who sell goods in the women's market. Kalajis are metal workers skilled in ironwork. and their craft is practiced throughout Bulgaria. However, they mainly live in the central Bulgarian region of Stara Zagora province, where they are known as Berkut. Their population is estimated at 18,000. As previously mentioned, our ethnic population is believed to be less, so the Kalajists do not accept the figure of 18,000. Indeed, it is clear that this number has been underestimated for many decades. Stara Zagora is the city where the Kalaji people reside, and it is also home to the largest Kalaji bridal market. Although the market was closed for some years during the COVID-19 period, it is now resumed as new. The main purpose of the market is for women to find a husband, but unlike traditional customs, the buying and selling process is not done hand to hand. After paying a bride price, if the groom and seller agree, the marriage process may take months due to the traditional ceremonies involved. The main matter is then taken back to the home. The current appearance of the bride market is very different from the past, say the cultural experts of the Kalaji. Previously, the women's market was a place where men sold their daughters without their knowledge. Now, with the expansion of social media, Kalaji youth are not allowed to meet outside, but they interact on social media from their homes. Their courtship and search continue, and the annual bride market is a traditional obligation they hope for. On the day the woman goes to the market, the man and his family offer a good price for the woman they desire to buy her. Indeed, the words buying and selling do not describe our bride market. The rest of the world misunderstands our culture and criticizes it. According to their belief, the money given by the man's family to the woman's family is not a payment for buying their daughter, but a blood price. The term blood price has many meanings. The first is that the father receives money for his daughter to maintain her full honor and dignity, not to sell her. If the daughter is a virgin and not found to be so, the father may refuse to accept even a cent of the money he asked for. The second meaning of the blood price goes beyond this. The daughter is a blood relative of her family. This is also confirmed by her name. Until marriage, her surname is that of her father and his family. But after marriage, things change. She drops her father's family name and starts using her husband's family name. The children born from her are also called by the husband's family name. This means the woman's family loses a member of their family. So, the payment given to the woman's family is a blood price for losing a member of their lineage. But this is not all. There is also an economic meaning. In poor Kalaji families, the daughter supports her family by doing various jobs. However, when she marries and leaves, the economic loss to the family is not small. And since some families have taken brides as investments, they prefer to receive compensation for the loss in cash. Moreover, there is a form of dowry that resembles a ransom more than a sale. The money coming from the man's family is not considered a personal benefit for the woman's family. After the market and negotiations are completed by agreement, the youth marry, and the woman's family has an obligation to give a dowry gift to the new bridegroom's family. The gift is bought with the money received from the man's family, so it is counted as a transfer from the left pocket to the right pocket. Many pay a lot and receive many gifts. This unusual culture, which lowers the dignity of the daughter and economically burdens the man and his family, is being preserved by non-governmental organizations called Berkut in large numbers. These organizations have been active in the community for years, trying to change the community's perception. However, so far, their efforts have not been successful. The social structure of the Moso people, how are you all doing? Today, once again, we are going to show a completely different social structure and culture from the Kale people in another country. The culture we are going to talk about now is a world where men dance, daughters are sold in the market, and the demand for gender equality rises in all four directions. Even in reality and in our dreams, we do not hold on to it. In short, it is called the world of women. To avoid losing the way out, let us begin our visit by focusing on the entrance. We will find ourselves in Luke Kakrabia in Yunnan province, southwest China. The people are called the Moso. This is their official designation known by the government. However, they call themselves the Na people. They say, that is the true name of our ethnic group. Their population is estimated to be between 40,000 and 50,000. Their social system is completely different. It is led by women. The man is not the head of the household. Who gave the marriage system when it started? Because in the Mosul world, there is no such thing as marriage. Even a son does not have his own house or leave his mother's home when he grows up. He does not share the family's land, wealth, or property. The woman alone has the full right to inherit the family's wealth. To answer your question, so you do not misunderstand, we respond to your inquiry. If there is no marriage and the son does not leave his mother's house, how does the lineage continue? We have heard your question. Our answer is, it is with the woman's consent. The woman, who is the head of the house, the owner of the property, and the leader of the community, invites the man she permits to her home at night. Your idea of marriage is mistaken. They do not think about living together. After the love play, the door is closed. The door remains closed until the next time. Without the woman's permission, without offering a love feast, it is not possible to come to her house again. But if she likes the man, she will open the door for him again. What if a child is born from the relationship? You ask me? To answer that, who started the blame? The lineage continues like this. If the woman wants, she has the right to bear a son. The children born are not called by their father's name. Who gave this law to the father? The lineage continues through the mother's line. The mother is not only responsible for naming, but also has full rights and responsibilities to raise her children. Regarding property, even if the father gives his children property, how will he raise them? The second question is, if the house has no male head, who will do the physical work, including building the house and farming? To hold the correct picture here, we must first remind you again of the truth we told you. The mother, including her residence, farmland, and property she claims to own. If she transfers it fully to her daughter, her mother will leave. But as long as she is alive, her son will not lose his residence. He is given a room in his mother's house and lives peacefully with the family. Even if the mother passes away and inheritance is transferred to the daughter's brother is not expelled from the house. The brother has no right to inheritance, but the sister becomes the mother's representative and takes care of her. The brother has the duty of manhood to support the family through hard work. The children born from the brother the sister chooses do not have their father nearby. So the brother assumes the father's role for the sister's children in his absence. He goes outside and manages the sister's land, supporting his family. He feeds the sister's children by fishing. Others do the hard work the sister assigns without any complaint. The Mosul people were traditionally engaged in agriculture, but now, due to their unusual culture, their name has become famous throughout China, and their main source of income is from tourists. Some women have started building guest houses on their land, providing food, lodging, and hospitality services to tourists, earning higher income than from farming. At night, a 3-day weekly night festival is prepared for tourists. They light their fires, dressed in traditional clothes, and both men and women participate in the festival. They eat, drink, and dance. Meanwhile, the women choose their preferred men and return to their homes. The influx of tourists has brought money, but it has also caused problems. Especially, young Mosul people who interact with outsiders have abandoned their culture, wished for a new life, and some have started marrying and moving to other areas. This has alarmed the members of the ethnic group. Their absence surprises them by their return. The world of women is a land without men, a territory ruled by women, a name given to children without fathers who are guests. But for them, for thousands of years, the beloved life of their ancestors has existed. The men, claiming our rights are violated, have not established a men's affairs office. They have not stopped oppressing their sisters by filing lawsuits. They have not entered the arena claiming our right to equality. Their peaceful struggle and emergence is delayed and unknown. Indeed, if they say they will come out, will the women allow them? This concludes our visit today. We thank you for staying with us.